So now they've got to start from deep in their end of the field, and Garrison Hurst takes advantage of it. He takes the handoff, hits to his right, gets to the 20. He's in the 30. Needs to cut in. He comes back up the right sideline. Breaks a third tackle. Comes down to the 30. He's down to the 20. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 5. He's in the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! 49ers! 96-yard run from scrimmage. Garrison Hurst breaking tackle after tackle. Swings down the sideline. Throws off bodies like clothes after a marathon.
Young, back to throw. In trouble, he's going to be sacked. No, gets away. He runs, gets away again, goes to the 40, gets away again, to the 35, cuts back at the 30, to the 20, the 50, the 10. He died. Touchdown, 49ers.
Third down, Alex takes the snap. Alex looking down in post, and it's good. Touchdown! Touchdown, 49ers!
It is second down. Ryan takes the snap, throws the slant to the left side. It's Russell, intercepted! The 49ers pick it, and Navarro Bowman is redemption! Navarro Bowman running it all the way for the touchdown! No greater redemption!
The San Francisco 49ers, we can do whatever we want.
Click, click, boom! What's going on, faithfuls? The Nothing But Niners crew is back, and we're here to bring you guys a fun-filled episode, guys. Tonight, we will be previewing the Atlanta Falcons, okay? I'm going to break all this stuff down here. I'm expecting some people to jump in here a little bit later. Maybe I might phone a friend or something. Guys, I don't know what's wrong with me. I used to start a show, and as soon as the intro music stopped, my microphone was live. So my click, click, boom just came in powerful and all cool, and now it was like, and then it's, nothing going on there. Nothing going on there, man. It was terrible, man. Absolutely terrible. I'm sorry about that. I got to keep my eyes on my phone here because we got a lot of stuff going on. Let me see here. All right, guys. So let me run through these formalities really quick while I have you guys' attention, okay? Now, if you guys have very, very good vision, up above my head there is what you need to know, but I'm going to run through it anyway in case you can't see it. Okay, if you guys are like me, that's hurting my eyes. Okay, now if you go full screen, then it's a little bit different, right? It's a little bit different. Okay, so guys, if this is your first time here on the YouTube page and you enjoy the show, maybe you're a Falcons fan who finds us and you know a 49ers fan, tell them to come check the guys out over at Nothing But Niners. Okay, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're a 49ers fan or if you know a 49ers fan, and turn on your notifications so you guys know exactly when we're going live. Okay, this is the place to be. What an incredible place to be, by the way. All right. Also, give us a follow on some of our social media platforms. We have Twitter and Snapchat. Those handles are Nothing But 9 ERS. That is the number 9. Nothing But 9 ERS. Okay. Give us a follow over there. We also have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. And those handles are Nothing But Niners. Get there, baby. Tonight's episode is brought to you guys on YouTube and Twitch. There's no Facebook link tonight. You want to know why? Facebook blocked me. This StreamYard thing says, oh, we're going to lose your connection to your Facebook, so you need to sign in. And I clicked the sign in and says, oh, verify your password. And they said I had to change my password. And then it said, verify who you are. And I got my Facebook when I was in high school or something like that. I don't have that email anymore. I don't even have access to that email anymore. I don't know. Even though I used my password, it wasn't good enough. Then it said, you can verify with your last comments. Come click the last couple comments. And I did that, but I don't use Facebook a lot. So I haven't been commenting on people's posts. And so it said unable to process. So I just deleted it. Fuck it. I don't use Facebook like that. Sorry. You guys need me? Find me on Instagram or something. I don't know. But yeah, so Facebook is done for me. That doesn't mean we won't be able to bring the shows back to Facebook. We'll find out a way to do it. If I have to create a new page and link it to it, I will do that. So my apologies to the Facebook community, and they are deep over there. So if you guys aren't there already, head on over to Facebook. I'm telling you guys, it's a very, very fun place to be. Annoying, but the annoying part is part of the fun, right? So get on over there, guys. If you guys have questions, comments, concerns, you want to review us, like give us some feedback, send us an email, nb9ers@nothingbutniners.com. NB9ERS.com. That is where you're going to want to do that. NB9ERS and nothingbutniners.com. And then last but certainly not least, guys, head on over to Patreon. We did some giveaways and stuff today. That felt good. Always feels good to give back over there. Head on over to Patreon. We have a $5 tier, $10 tier, and a $20 tier. Shout out to everybody that's out there. Guys, if you are someone who did not see the last video, please get over there. Check the last video out so you can see how we get down, okay? Had a lot of fun doing the party in the Palisade, man. All right? Shout out to everybody in the chat over here. All right? Can we get NBN and NGN collab? Ice, man. They already know, man. Wayne is my guy. All you got to do is say the word. I'm there. I'm in there like swimwear. Okay. I hated that expression until I actually bought swimming trunks. So growing up, we just went swimming in whatever shorts we had. And then you get trunks and they have this like tight ass mesh thong thing on the inside that is nothing but a constant wedgie on a guy. I don't know the purpose of that little mesh material that's inside the swimming trunks. So I understand the expression in there like swimwear. It's not cool, but Breezy know I'm in there like swimwear whenever he needs me. So I'm in there, man. All right, what else we got? Hey, can I get a buzz box whenever you come out? I'm talking to the waitress, guys. I don't know how she's feeling tonight. She might, if the seal's broke, I'm not going to take it from her because I don't trust it. She was getting a little saucy with me last time I was in here. Y'all know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to do it. But, you know, yeah. Oh, Pineapple says to keep your goods from flopping. I mean, but what they got to do with my butt? They can't come up with like a little pocket like briefs do right in the front. Like the thing I'm talking about, like, is like another pair of underwear built into the joint. Like is I get wedgies. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. All right. So let me continue. I'm sorry, guys. Patreon. Head on over there. Patreon.com/NB9ERS. What did Patrick Mahomes just do? He fumbled the ball. Please say his arm was going forward. Please say his arm was going forward. All right, because I left him in tonight instead of Josh Allen. Thank you very much, my lady. And the seal's not broken, guys. I will survive the night. Let's go.
We'll see.
Y'all heard that, right? That I hope did y'all hear her say we'll see after I said we'll survive the night? Y'all, my witnesses. If something happens to me, my camera getting blurry, or is my eyes? What's she hand me? She hand me something that's going through my skin. Do I look blurry to you guys? Somebody out there say something. Hello? Is this thing on? No more comments coming in all of a sudden? What is happening here? She got me. Damn it, she got me. All right, I'm going to keep going. Hopefully you guys can still see and hear me. Camera is a bit blurry. Okay. Let me I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it's like that. Here, let me do a little wipey wipe here. All right. Let me do a little wipey wipe live on air. Does that help? It's not helping. Why is that doing it? All this money for this goddamn camera. This is how it pays me. It's cool. It's cool. Now I'm really wondering if she put something on me. I got a cough and tickle in my throat. This came out of nowhere. All right, guys. We're going to keep going. I got people messaging me right now, so I apologize about that. But we're going to preview the 49ers. You turn off autofocus. I don't even know if there's an autofocus feature on this joint. I'm not going to lie. Let's see. Advanced options. Standard definition. No, let's do high definition. Ooh. Now y'all can see all my boogers. Let's see how that look. Did the high definition help? No? I don't know. It's supposed to be like a 4K camera, and it's just crazy looking. I don't know. All right, but you're right, NBN. He says, as long as we can hear you, it's fine. All right, so that is what's important here, because when I turn this to a podcast, people are going to be like, I don't know what he's talking about. I can't see him. So my apologies. All right, so guys, we got to run through the latest 49ers news, notes, and nuggets here. There's been a couple of pressures here. It's looking like we're going to get some guys back. It's a possibility that Dre Greenlaw is back in the mix. Oh, let me get this Patreon thing off of here. And let's go to the latest news and rumors about your 49ers. Okay. Yeah. So it looks like here we go. I got you right here. All right. All right. I can't find what I'm looking for here. But yeah, so I'm excited to see what these linebackers can do together, guys. Hearing some positive things about my man Dre Greenlaw. Hopefully he can get back in the mix soon. You see him out there with these guys, and it's going to be something fun. The other update is the 49ers will not activate D Ford from the IR. Now, I know a lot of people have talked about this already. And then you have guys like PFT and Mike Florio over there saying that Greenlaw. What the heck is his name? D Ford. He's saying that D Ford was telling all of his players it's been real, it's been fun, and thanks for the time and da. And he's sitting here telling us, I'm talking about Florio. He's telling us that Ford was doing this to say goodbye to everybody. Now the problem with that is that would mean the Niners are planning on releasing Ford, and Mike Florio puts that out, and all the beat writers. One of the mats, they jump right on it. They were like, yeah, true, word. He can't come back. He costs too much money. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, how does he cost too much money? Like, his money's already accounted for. So you can have him for $15 million, $16 million, or you can cut him and still pay $11 million. I'd rather have him. That means that the difference of $4 million is however many snaps and games we can get from him. I'd rather have him. I'm not one of the people who prefer to see him go. Sorry, I'm just not. So I'd like to keep him here and see what's what. All right. His season will be over. That doesn't mean that he has to be gone next season. Okay. So let's keep that in mind. Let's try to pump the brakes here, okay? There are some other roster moves. The 49ers made. We got to discuss here, guys, okay? The 49ers announced they have signed cornerback Lavert Hill and offensive lineman Wyatt Miller to the team's practice squad. Hill was a 5'10", 190, originally entered the NFL after signing with the Kansas City Chiefs as an undrafted free agent back in 2020. He spent the rookie year there on the practice squad and then was released November 24th. He then signed to the Eagles practice squad after receiving a reserve futures contract on January 4th. He was waived in August 22. Hill signed with the Cardinals practice squad on October 26th and then was released on the 1st. So I'm not sure what's going on with this young man. I would be lying if I said I knew anything about him. All right. And then when it comes to the offensive lineman, Miller, he's a 6'5", 302-pound guy, entered the NFL after signing with the New York Jets as an undrafted free agent in 2019. All right. Following his release from the Jets, he signed to the Cincinnati Bengals practice squad in September of 19. He then signed with the Cowboys active roster on December 24th and was inactive for the final game of the season. Okay. Miller was waived by the Dallas Cowboys September 4th. All right. 2020, later signed the Seattle Seahawks practice squad on December 17th, 2020, and was released January 5th, 2021. He signed with the Kansas City Chiefs on June 14th and was later waived. I always hate when we sign an offensive lineman from the team in our division that we know has the worst offensive line in the division. All right. Every time it happens, it drives me crazy. Every single time we sign a player from Seattle's offensive line, it makes me want to throw something. I can't figure out why we do this to ourselves. You guys remember the Gary Gilliam thing? You guys remember that? We signed this guy, and Seattle had the worst line in the entire NFL. The worst line in the whole league. They cut him, and we pick him up. Why? I didn't get it. I don't understand, right? And there's some examples of players who were on a team and didn't do well, and then we picked them up and they do well. Offensive linemen, if we want to stick with it. You guys can look at, You guys can look at our guy, Lincoln Tomlinson, right? Lincoln Tomlinson was a guy who many 49er fans said, man, this guy was a first-round bust by the Lions. What are they seeing him? We sat there and put all kinds of, stigmas on him. He's only with the Niners because, at the time, Martin Mayhew was here. Front office man, Martin Mayhew was here. There's no need for us to have this guy. Why are we doing this? Why are we wasting our time? That's what the whole story was. You know what I'm saying? And then he comes in here, and Lincoln Tomlinson, quiet as kept. I mean, up until now when we got big Trent Williams, he's been the best offensive lineman the Niners have had the entire time he's been here. So you can go out there, you can pick up a reclamation project from somewhere, but I'm just not sure that picking up an offensive lineman from a team like Seattle that they just said they don't want is a good look. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Now, I am going to do a phone a friend, guys. He's getting ready. I can see him popping in and out down there. I'm going to phone a friend because we're going to start breaking down this upcoming matchup here with the 49ers and the Falcons, okay? But before we do that, let me do this. 49ers versus Falcons preview. Before we do that, I want to talk about a couple of things, right? 49ers about to go into this game, and everybody is expecting us to go out here and blow these dudes out the water. Okay, I got you, buddy. All right, I thought, all right, there he is. There he is. Okay. I see him. They expected us to go out there and blow these guys out the water. We're at home. All of a sudden, faithful think we have a home field advantage. They have to travel to the West Coast. People think that that's somehow a disadvantage for them. And then you got Vegas making us 9-point favorites. I don't know, guys. I don't know. So I'm going to pop in my guest here, man. We're going to break this thing down. Let me get him here. He said he's ready. We're going to do this for a couple of minutes, and then we're going to continue with the show. My man, he's ready. There he is, my man, Big Mike. All right, now, Mike, the floor is yours. Introduce yourself. Let the good people out here know who you are and where they can find you, my man.
I'm just your average Atlanta Falcons fan. You can check us out at Atlanta Falcons Nation, man. Mike Sports, man. We just finished with a interview. Hey, man, we got some big things coming, but Matt Mike Sports, Atlanta Falcons Nation. We are the nation. Anybody and everybody is welcome, 49ers fans. We just like to sit, have fun, talk football. We real football fans. So, look, if you don't know your football, don't bring your behind over to AFN because you will get called out. I guarantee you that. Excuse my language. Excuse my language.
No, you're good, man.
I'm a rough rider. That's
You are okay, man. You let it fly, man. You go ahead, get it all off your chest. Say any and everything that you want to say. You know what I mean? Because look, man, this is football. This isn't meant for the timid. This isn't meant, for the shy and the weak. So I'm not going to put any restrictions on you. Plus, we're past the 7 minutes that YouTube don't want people using.
Right.
You can say what the hell you want.
I already know about that.
Yeah. So now listen, man. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play devil's advocate. I'm going to piss off some 49er fans, right? I'm going to be honest with you. I believe in trap games, and I believe in organizations having something against other front office and coaches, okay? And everybody said that 2 years ago, the year that the Niners went to the Super Bowl, everyone said that, we were going to smoke the Falcons. I was guilty of that. I overlooked the Falcons, right? We had just come off a big win against the Saints, and we looking at the Saints as a team that was way up here. The Falcons at the time were way down here. We went in their house, went toe-to-toe, trick plays and all, everything was working. Man, it's the Falcons, man. We got this one in the bag, right? And all of a sudden, Kyle, I don't know if Kyle had the flu. The play calling was a little weird, and the Falcons said, you know what, y'all going to let us stick around. We're going to win this thing. Y'all, if y'all are going to let us stick around in this one, we're gonna win this damn game. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. And what's interesting about that is this year the Falcons do something very, very similar. I'm going to pop this up here real quick. All right. Falcons are 5-1 on the road. They're coming to our house. They're 5-1 on the road. And in the game that is decided by one score, they are 6-2. Shout out to Ted H6. All right. You guys go check my man out over there. He's Ted H6 on Twitter. My man, what's the secret sauce? How are y'all doing this? Like, now they're saying that y'all only beat up on bad teams. What is your assessment of your Atlanta Falcons this year?
Anyone that says you beat up on bad teams, I got one word for you. So who cares? Who cares? Do I look like I care? A win is a win. At the end of the day, we talk about this all the time. I'm not one of those Falcons fans that care about 28-3. You can say 28-3 all to me all you want to. But guess what? If we had won that, nobody would be saying, oh, but you almost blew the game. We won it. That's all that matters. So when we talk about the Falcons last year, in one score games, the Falcons were 2-7. Okay? The Falcons were not as bad as teams as people think they were. We just was horrible in game situations. Horrible.
Okay.
All right. So this year we have a coach that understands time management. We got a coach that understands that fourth quarter comes, you can't be as aggressive. You got to run the ball. This is why I've always had respect for a guy like Kyle Shanahan, except for in big games. For whatever reason, he gets a little slow. For whatever reason, big games, he does not understand clock management. So when it all comes down to it, the Falcons right now are 6-2 is because of coaching. Coaching matters. We're a team with no Calvin Ridley, no Julio Jones. For the better part of the season, Mike Davis has been absolute garbage. So we're talking about a wide receiver / running back in Cordero Patterson, who was our running back. So the Falcons are a patchwork offense, and you're 6-2. That's all because of coaching. Coaching matters.
Yeah, I agree, man. You know, especially in close games. You know, close games where tough decisions are made. Coaching is where it comes down to. You know, I think a close game is a matchup of talent. A lot of times we sit there and we look at records and people try to determine what's a good team and what's a bad team, right? But you got to look at how teams match up against each other. You know, you got to look at how certain players against players match up, and the tiebreaker is going to be coaching. So that record that y'all got, man, in one score games, that's something. That's something. In the Niners, we've been there. You know, Kyle Shanahan's first year here, I think we had something crazy like 11 games decided by one score or something like that. And we started that season 0-9, just so you know. Like, it was crazy. But of those 9 losses, 8 of them were one score games. So, you know, I mean, that's what it comes down to. You know, that's what it comes down to. Now, a lot of people are saying that, you know, who do the Falcons have and da-da-da-da. I think not knowing players can be a strength. But I also know that the paid professionals know who these people are. So I'm going to ask you a question. I got this graphic here. All right. These were your best players of last game against the Panthers. Okay. Kyle Pitts, AJ Terrell, Caleb McGarry, Lee Smith, and Dante Fowler. Now, this is interesting because there's a guy whose name I can't say, and he's got some kind of crazy ass stat where he's got like 15 tackles in like 3 or 4 games this year, and he's just a tackling machine. One of your linebackers, Alulu
Oluwakan.
Him. That's him. Is he just are teams targeting him, or is he just all over the field, and that's why he's got so many? I mean, break it down for me. Who are the players that you think are responsible for the levels of success that you guys are having this year?
I'll say this. I don't think it's necessarily a player with the Falcons. You have a defensive coordinator, and Dean Pease has his resume speaks for itself. He is a guy that knows talent, and he can get the best out of whichever talent a particular person has. But if this cornerback specializes in tackling and he is fast, he knows how to get the best out of those guys. So when you look at a guy like Oluokun, Deion Jones, those guys, Deion Jones speaks for itself. I mean, come on, let's just be real. Deion speaks for himself. But if I were to say, and this is an honest truth, the better overall linebacker with the Atlanta Falcons is Foye Oluokun. Foye Oluokun is that guy.
Okay. All right. So he is a good linebacker.
He is a all-around linebacker. He's great. He was an ex-safety turned linebacker, and the guy understands the game. He went to Yale, so this guy's incredibly smart. He's fast. He runs about a 4.4. Deion is about a 4.3. So these guys are incredibly fast. And one thing about Dean Pease, what he loves with his linebackers, he loves to move these guys around. So you're not going to see these guys in the same spot. So Foye Oluokun, I would focus more so on him than Deion Jones. Deion Jones is the guy that if you try to, go to the well a little bit too much, going to George Kittle, those guys a little bit too much, Deion is gonna make you pay. All right, Deion is gonna make you pay. But Foye Oluokun, he's the most complete linebacker that we have. He's fast, he's intelligent, and the guy, he's in my opinion, the best overall linebacker that we have. Overall talent, he's physical, can beat you off the, he can get in, mix in with the offensive line, deep the tight ends. Foye Oluokun is complete linebacker.
Okay. His transition from safety to linebacker, when did that happen?
It actually began in his rookie year. Dan Quinn. One thing I would say about Dan Quinn is that Dan Quinn understands how to use his linebacker, his safeties as well as his linebackers. His linebackers and safeties kind of interchangeable. So that pretty much started, under Dan Quinn. And Dan Quinn, like I said, Dan Quinn, he wasn't a guy that was able to get it done here, but he understands how to utilize his linebackers and safeties.
All right, so it sounds like you guys got a, I hate to compare players, but it's the similar situation to Fred Warner. Former safety, highly intelligent. You move him down to linebacker, let him put some of that intelligence to use. He becomes a field general out there, and he's doing his thing. And because of the safety, he's got a little bit of coverage skills. He can cover some of the guys downfield, running backs and tight ends. It's no longer creating a mismatch to put him on them. So that's pretty cool, man. I like hearing that, man. I like hearing that. Again, don't ask me to say his name, Foye Oluokun.
Foye Oluokun, you got it right.
Oh, let's go!
You got it right, Oluokun.
Now, see, I'm about to pop in one of these here. I'm not saying anything right for the rest of the night. I don't know if y'all know already, but guys, head on over to buzzbox.com. I'm about to go ahead and have one of these. This section of the show is going to be sponsored by them, buzzbox.com. You guys use promo code NBN, free ship. All right, go out there. They got a whole bunch of different flavors. Check it out. When my kids want a high C Hawaiian punch, my kids actually like Capri Suns and jug juices. But when they want their little fun size pouch to drink, I go get my adult beverage fun size pouch to drink here. 14% alcohol in this. Oh no, this was 12. This is the whiskey lemonade. Y'all go check that out, okay? Buzzbox.com. Use the code NBN, free ship. That way you guys can get free shipping on whatever it is that you order. Okay, take advantage of it for the holidays, guys. All right, now that's out the way, man. We gotta get down to this, man. We gotta get down to this. I mean, let's be real. Vegas is saying that we 9-point favorites, and we are not the best home team in the world right now. Okay, you walk into a bar, somebody gives you $100, and you could put that $100 on whichever one of these teams you want. Tell me the truth. You're putting that money on the Niners, right?
Honestly, I don't like anything about Kyle Shanahan when it comes down to big games. I don't like nothing about him. I've been accustomed to it. He's, for whatever reason, he just loses all sense of reality. All he sees is what he wants to accomplish. I'm sure you guys know this. Super Bowls, like, why didn't you just run the ball? Kyle Shanahan in big game situations, don't trust him. With that being said, I also don't trust our wide receivers whatsoever. Okay? Don't trust them whatsoever. I trust a guy like Kyle Pitts, but when it comes down to who I would take, if I was a like betting man, Gage is coming along. He's more so a number 2, number 3. He's a reliable receiver, but he has issues getting open in man coverage. He's more of a zone receiver than anything. He doesn't have that top end speed that's gonna allow you to kind of get separation from DBs. So I don't count on him. He relies on Arthur Smith to kind of use pick plays, use Kyle Pitts. So expect a lot of pick plays from, if Hayden Hurst plays, Kyle Pitts, expect a lot of pick plays. So just expect that, Niners fans. And that's how Russell Gage get open. But if I was a betting man, I would bet the Niners. I don't trust our receivers at all. I don't trust our receivers at all. Our running game, the last 2-3 games, they've been over 120 yards rushing. But outside of that, the receivers has just been absolutely atrocious all year long. Without Calvin Ridley, these guys can't get open.
Okay. All right. I respect that. Now, you said something about Kyle Shanahan. I almost paused you, but then you threw something on right at the end. You said I don't like Kyle Shanahan in any aspect in big games.
In big games.
You think this is a big game to the Niners?
Of course. Kyle Shanahan doesn't forget anything. Let's be real. He doesn't forget anything. He does not like to be shown up. He don't like to be embarrassed. He remembers everything. So I believe, personally, I'm just going to go back to the Niners Super Bowl. I believe that he was trying to relive that Super Bowl with the Falcons. It's like, okay, I did it like this time. I'm going to make sure I do the exact same thing, but we're going to get it done. I got a good defense this time, so they can bail me out. And they did exactly that. So I'm seeing the exact same traits that we saw him at his absolute worst. Matt Ryan had his worst year under Kyle Shanahan in 2015. He was forced. Kyle Shanahan was forced.
But was it 2015 was his first year there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then he turned around and had one of his best seasons right after that.
Yeah, because he was forced. Thomas Dimitrov laid an ultimatum: either utilize the player's strengths or you're gone. He was forced into that. So this is the reason why you saw a mixture of not only the play action pass where he used the shotgun, but he had tight ends. You had guys like Tammy. You had guys like Austin Hooper at the time. He kind of meshed those two things together. So when I look at the San Francisco Niners, one thing that I don't see is that he's not meshing those two together. He's not meshing the shotgun, and because he loves to use a lot of tight end, three tight end sets, and abuse, the outside, the perimeter and whatnot. So those are the things that he did in Atlanta with a guy like Matt Ryan that he's not doing in San Francisco.
So, the reason I asked you if you thought this was a big game for the Niners, I think this is every game in the NFL is important, right? We win, and our chances of making the postseason go up like to 90%, right? You guys win, your chances go up to somewhere around 50%, right? You guys got a good shot at making the postseason, also just based off of your record. But we have a couple more tiebreakers and all that stuff. So I'm not quite sure that the game means as much to us as it does you guys because of the schedule that we have remaining. Our schedule is going to get pretty easy up until that last week when we got to play the Rams, right? But we don't know where the Rams are going to be at that time. It's hard to predict down the line. But we have some pretty bad teams coming up. I think this game is probably a little bit bigger or more important to you guys than it is to the Niners. I do think Kyle thinks, though, we got to get this win, right? Now, I put that picture up here earlier. We're going to pop my man Breezy on here in a second, but put this picture up here earlier. 5-1 on the road, 6-2 in one-score games. And I thought this was funny. Because I'm about to get in my shit real quick. Sorry. The 5-1 is the Niners record in the last 6 games, and we're 6-2 in the last 8 games. So I thought this was funny. It seems like the 49ers have kind of found their stride right here. You know what I'm saying? So I think that there's something here. I think the Niners are kind of doing their thing. We're getting hot at the right time, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But I do respect what you said. You came in and you said, you would put the money on the Niners. But tell us some stuff. I'm going to pop my man Breezy in here real quick, and we won't take up too much more of your time. What is it that we need to be worried about? Because every team, listen, right? I remember watching the 49ers when Mike Singletary was our head coach, okay? He had this offensive coordinator named Jimmy Ray, and I thought he was terrible. My man would just run draw plays up the middle all game long.
Sound like Dirk Cutter.
Yeah, like just every damn, like Frank Gore just pounding his head against the wall, right? I want you to tell me something about your team that you think is a strength. Because even when I was watching the Niners back then, right, I could see something special in Patrick Willis and Paris Harrelson. You know what I'm saying? I could see those guys. They had something there on that defense. You could see the talent was in the building. They just weren't consistent. But if you could see flashes, that means that you could put it together at some point. So for example, one thing that I see when I watch the Falcons, right? Everyone wants to look at the overall record and what they did and average per game and stuff like that. I want to know what you guys have done in the last couple of games, right? And I noticed that your offensive line has been playing pretty well lately. All right. The Falcons didn't give up a sack and ran for over 100 yards against one of the best defenses of football. They won the line of scrimmage today. It's an encouraging sign. And you also gave us a stat about your offensive line these last couple of weeks, right? So they're improving. If you can win in the trenches, you can go out there and you got a shot against anybody. So tell us something else that is a positive about your Falcons that we, as 49er fans who don't watch every single game, every minute of it, may not know.
Well, it's going to be hard pressed to kind of get anything deep. This team has the secondary for the Atlanta Falcons, and we've had a number of injuries. Isaiah Oliver, AJ Terrell, those guys have missed time. So out of 32 teams, the Falcons have yet to give up a pass over 40 yards. They're the only team that have never given up a pass over 40 yards. So the secondary is disciplined. Now, you can take advantage of the secondary, but it's more so you have to kind of dink and dunk your way down the field. So the running game for you guys are going to be extremely important to kind of mesh those two together. So the Falcons don't give up a lot of big plays. They just don't. They give up a 20-yarder here and there, but anything over 20 yards, Dean Pease is not trying. Like, that's his sole focus. He does not want to give up big plays. So you're going to have to dink and dunk. So what essentially what that means, your quarterback is going to have to be patient. If he's not patient, the Falcons, especially when you got guys like Grady Jarrett, and the Falcons have made some moves to bring in bigger guys, Mike Pennell Jr. as well as Anthony Russ. These guys are 340, 350. So it's going to be interesting to see how the inside running game for the Niners, see how they attack, how they kind of attack the middle and kind of mess it with some play action to kind of suck your linebackers in. If your guards are going to be, more so focused on rushing the passer versus running the ball, that's where the matchup is going to be. I believe that Grady Jarrett is a guy, he's going to move around. The Falcons play a 3-4, and they also play a 4-3. But Grady Jarrett, he moves all around. He played defensive end. He pretty much played all positions. So you're going to have to play matchup with him. So the guards are really going to have a tough. That's where you need to be focused. And I believe seeing a guy like Alex Mack, he's going to get you in the right place. But he is not the Alex Mack that we come accustomed to seeing. So it's going to be a battle between the defensive tackles and the guards with the 49ers. So that's the matchup that I feel as though like you really have to pay attention to.
What do you think would be easier for the 49ers to run, inside or outside?
Outside, no question. The Falcons have not given up a lot of yards in recent games because a guy like Tyler Davidson, he has not been the guy that we expect. So they made those adjustments with bringing in Pernell Jr. and Anthony Rush. So the Falcons have bigger guys. When you go back and even look at the Patriots games, the game against the Patriots, the Falcons only gave up 13 points in like 3.5 quarters or so. So they played solid defense. They didn't run the ball as well as people thought the Patriots would. The issue is with the Falcons is that outside, you can take advantage of guys like Steven Means. Right now we have a John Kaminsky. He's a converted defensive tackle / defensive end, kind of a 3-tech. But I would take full advantage of the outside. And that's kind of what Kyle Shanahan do. I'm kind of worried about it because you have a great tight end, Joey Kittle, who is an excellent blocker. So I would attack the Falcons on the outside.
You're muted, Mike.
I think you guys been you said a lot of things about the strengths of the team, but those strengths of the team, I think, play into the hands of the 49ers. So, for example, right, you said they haven't given up any passes over 40 yards this year.
We don't throw him over 40 yards.
Right, we don't throw it for over 40 yards.
You
know what I'm saying? You said we got a dink and dunk. That's our specialty. Like that. That's what we do, right? We want the long.
You still got Dion, though. That's the thing. It's still Dion and Foye. Those guys are one of the best. They are the better coverage linebackers. So you're playing. This is why I say the outside run is going to take effect because our outside linebackers they're not really cover guys. They can't. You put those guys in coverage. A Dante Fowler in coverage. You put a Steven Means in coverage. You're gonna take advantage of that. So what I expect the Niners to do is use a lot of pick plays, take advantage of the outside, and some seam. But Dion and Foye, those guys can we know what Dion can do. You play around dinking and dunking around Deion Jones, he's gonna take he's gonna get close to taking one to the house. So
yeah,
I would be physical.
I'm not disrespecting them. Those two guys you named have well over 100 tackles each. Mm-hmm. The Niners don't have a single player with 100 tackles yet. So I'm aware of what they do, but that also sounds like, let me play devil's advocate here. Sounds like y'all defense spend a lot of time on the field. There was a stretch here where the Niners had back-to-back opening drives that were well over 15 plays.
15 plays.
You know what I'm saying? And so that defense is sitting there and we're just chilling on the sidelines where there's less opportunity to get those tackles. Is it because your offense has been letting them down? What's your offensive scoring like? What's the offensive prowess?
The offense has not been very good, and they haven't been consistent. I would say that. But with that being said, when you continue to improve your running game and have a quarterback, what a quarterback is capable of Matt Ryan is. Everybody knows what Matt Ryan can do. I mean, it doesn't matter if you have three number threes, doesn't matter. Matt Ryan, Tom Brady, those guys are going to find a way to get 300-400 yards. Even if they have not done it consistently, anything can happen with a quarterback. Quarterbacks run the league. So if a quarterback is on his game, doesn't matter, especially when you couple that with a running game, that's something. So at the end of the day, man, like I said, I'm not confident in our offense at all. I'm just going to be honest, because our running game, the way Arthur Smith calls plays, it's predicated. Everything in the passing game is predicated off the run. We don't run the ball well, we're not going to score a lot of points. That's just the way it is.
You sound like the 49ers. Don't feel bad. Same difference.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably like any team pretty much in the NFL, except for a lot of these new teams with young quarterbacks that can fling the ball down the field, that can roll out, run, bootleg. But you sound like the Niners. Like the Niners game plan is the same thing. They want to be able to establish the run, sustain drives, and throw the ball for play action because they want to get Jimmy on boot to the right or boot to the left. That's kind of what they want to get Jimmy to do. It's kind of a lot of the stuff Kyle had your boy doing when he was there in Atlanta, Matt Ryan. If I had to give the one up to you, it would be Matt Ryan over Jimmy. In my opinion, I think still Matt is more of effective of a quarterback, more of a cerebral guy, makes less mistakes. I think what hinders your offense this year is you losing Calvin Ridley. I think that right there. So at the beginning of the year, I had us losing this game. You know what I'm saying? At the beginning of the year, I had this as a trap game for the 49ers. I had us losing this game, but you guys were on full attack. You had Calvin Ridley as your number one. I think Calvin Ridley's been your number one for the past 2-3 years. Even with Julio there, Calvin Ridley's been the man. And then this season, he needs to focus on his mental health. So I think you losing him stopped your team. It kind of changed your team's identity is what I'm trying to say. And the 49ers, what Mike said a little bit earlier, he said the 49ers are finally coming into their stride. I think it's because they're finally starting to understand or accept what their identity is. And so I agree with Mike on that. But, I think it's going to be a pretty much good game. And I think it's going to be something that's going to separate. And then I think the score kind of spreads itself out toward the end. I don't think it's going to be close in the end, but I think it's going to be a good matchup, especially for that first half, depending on time of possession and things like that. My question is like, I was a big fan of Mike Davis in Carolina. I don't know if you know, he was drafted by the 49ers at one point. He was fat, rolly ball, goes to Seattle and goes to Carolina, and now he's in Atlanta, and then y'all don't use him. Like, what the what is good? He's not bad. You've been using him? I just feel like y'all not using him enough.
He just hasn't had his confidence this year. I don't know what it's about, but he's just now beginning to. I think what it is, when running backs go from system to system, when players go from system to system, if you don't have, that confidence like a Cordero Patterson, that you're good. I know I'm an elite athlete. There's nothing you can do about it. Julio, same. I don't know why I draw a blank, but Debo, these guys know they are elite athletes. So they come on the field with a certain confidence. But guys like Mike Davis, his entire game is predicated on power.
Right.
So if he's not getting that, if he's not getting those big time runs and really like feeling himself, if he's not getting there, his confidence. So it's all been about confidence with Mike Davis. He's starting to kind of feel it now. Couple that with a guy like Cordero Patterson, those guys right now doing their thing. So it's more so confidence with Mike Davis.
Yeah, they've been using Mike Davis. He's almost got as many carries as Cordell Patterson does. But like you said, he's the steady Eddie. He's the guy that's going to get you 2.5, 3 yards to carry, just hard 2.5, 3 yards to carry. He's not going to break out anything for a big run. His longer the season is not even 20 yards. He's not that guy. That's not what
this year. He's not that guy.
Right.
Last year,
we have to think Frank Gore in his last year with the Niners. That's what we got to think. Like
I think it's what he said though. I think he said it has something to do with the system. Because you can't tell me Mike Davis had 20-yard breakout, 40-yard, 60-yard runs last season in Carolina with the entry to McCaffrey, and he was that guy. But they kept giving him the ball. And I think this is what he's saying. He's like, they're not it's built off of power. So he'll get you a 2-yard carry and then break out for a 40-yard carry. It's kind of like what Jeff Wilson Jr. does for the 49ers. Like every now and then he can break out with a big run. So I definitely agree with you on that. I just wish they would utilize him more because the guy him in fantasy football and he's not been doing good.
Right.
You know.
So man, Mike, listen, man, I need you to, look under your table over there. I know you got that crystal ball over there, man. Tell me, how do you see this game playing out? Because I'm gonna tell you, man. Here's my biggest concern. Last 2 games in a row, the Niners depended on literally the final drive to determine the outcome. That, to me, plays in the hands of the Falcons. The Falcons are a better road team. The Niners are a worse home team. Okay, and if I'm being completely honest with you, it seems like your defensive weakness aligned with our offensive weaknesses. And the Niners, to me, have this thing with like 2 halves. Okay, you look at that Seahawk game that we played, we didn't score at all in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
You look at what we did this last game, we scored, I think, a field goal after halftime, and then we didn't score again until overtime to win the game. So we come out hot, 20, 23 points in the first half, and then nothing in the second half. I don't know if you can do that against a quarterback like Russell Wilson and like Matt Ryan. Not saying that they're on the same level, but these are veteran guys who you can't do that with. Joe Burrow's not that guy, but it almost didn't work against Joe Burrow.
Right.
So, Mad Mike, I need you to look in your crystal ball and tell me how you think this game plays out, man.
Simple as this. It's going to come down to coaching decisions, on close calls, out of bounds. Did he catch it? Those types of things. So it's going to come down to coaching, and it's going to come down to turnovers. Whoever, I don't necessarily like the 49ers secondary. I don't necessarily like their secondary. So you're going to have your hands full if Kyle Pitts has one of those days, because I don't trust your secondary, especially with a Matt Ryan. You better have a great defensive coordinator if you're going to, stop a Matt Ryan. One of the things in the NFC South, you can pretty much see defense pretty much is top notch for each team. The Saints, you look at the Panthers, and we know the Bucks, what their defense are. So you have to have a defense. So if you don't have a defense for a guy like Matt Ryan, he's going to eventually carve you. He's going to carve you up. So I think this is going to come down to who turns the ball over less, and quarterback play. Quarterback play is going to be huge in this game. Huge. Quarterback play has to be it. It's going to be it. Whoever doesn't throw the most, makes the worst decisions, gonna win.
Sounds like football to me. That's what it comes down to.
It comes down to that. I really believe in this game, it's just going to come down to coaching, because I think both of these teams, we're not as talented as far as the roster is concerned, and talent level as the 49ers, but these teams play eerie similar. Obviously, we kind of know that Arthur Smith kind of modeled his game and his playbook after a guy like Kyle Shanahan. So it's going to be hard-nosed football. These guys are not going to make a lot of mistakes. They're not going to make a lot of dumb calls, but players are going to have to hold on to the ball. They can't make mistakes, and coaches have to be smart with game management. It's simple, but I think this is an old-fashioned football game. Not this prissy stuff we see throwing the ball 50 times a game. This is going to be a hard-nosed football game, and I'm excited about this game because I'm an old-school guy. I like to see running the ball 30, 40 times, hard-nosed defense, getting at the quarterback, hitting the quarterback. That's what I like to see. So I think we're going to see – that's what I'm hoping to see.
See, and if I'm the Falcons, I agree with you, Mad Mike, right? If I'm the Falcons, and by the way, guys, we are speaking with Mad Mike of Atlanta Falcons Nation, so make sure you guys check him out over there on their YouTube channel, right? If I'm the Falcons and I know the Niners are playing on Thursday, that tells me, in my mind, the Niners probably going to try to be a little bit more finesse, right? We don't want these guys to get banged up because we got that quick turnaround. If I'm the Falcons, I make this the most physical game possible.
Facts.
You know what I'm
They got
saying?
the
I'm
players to do it, yo.
Yeah, I'm going to go out here and I'm going to make this game hard. We might lose, but y'all going to feel us the next day, and that's going to affect the rest of your season. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would do if I'm the Falcons. So I agree with you, man. Old school smash mouth football could be the call here. It could be the call. You know what I'm saying? You sprinkling a little bit of razzle-dazzle with your guy like Cordell Patterson and Kyle Pitts. But I'll be honest with you, man. I think the matchup to watch in this game, I'm gonna ask you guys that each a matchup if you have one. If you don't have a player's name, Mike, you can give us a position. But I'm gonna go with Kyle Pitts versus, believe it or not, Jaquiski Tartt. I don't think it's about Kyle Pitts and Fred Warner. I think it's about Tartt. I think Tartt's gonna be the Joker in this game to neutralize Kyle Pitts. Breezy, who do you have? And then we'll get Mad Mike and then we'll let him go.
I got Fred Warner on Cordell Patterson, man. He's gonna have to figure out how to cover him out of the backfield. And then he's also gonna have to make the tackles at the line of scrimmage, right? So those linebackers got to get up there, and I think he's gonna be the guy that's gonna have to do it. Fred misses a lot of tackles. He's been missing a lot of tackles this year. Cordell, whatever how you say his name. Mr. Patterson, he's a hard person to bring down. He is a freak of nature, is a big guy, but they're going to have to figure it out. The 49ers aren't really giving up a lot of rushing yards to running backs. He's not typically a running back. So that might be the difference for you guys. I think Mike Davis, I feel like they can stop. I tell you what, though, if Patterson has a bad game, Mike Davis will have a good game. Like that's kind of how it's kind of like the 49ers MO. They can't stop. They can stop the starter. They can't stop the secondary running back or the backup. So look for Mike Davis to do well. Plus he's an ex-49er. And he's going to probably want to stick it to the Niners just because. So that's the matchup I got. Fred Warner, Cordell Patterson.
All right, man, Mike, the floor is yours, and then you can sign out again, tell people where to follow you. You got some supporters in here already, Mr. Motivator shouting you out. So Mr. Hankey, the talking poo, that's weird, but you're shouting you guys out too.
Yeah,
so go ahead, man. The floor is yours, your key matchup for the game, and we'll let you go.
George Kittle, Foye Oluokun. That's the matchup. If Foye has a rough time with him early in the game, a lot of teams like to hit the Falcons early with the passing game to get up. Because Falcons, Dean Pease is a defensive coordinator that likes to, he likes to extend the game. He likes to make you, again, dink and dunk. He's not going to give up a lot of big plays. So he wants that. But I think the matchup for this game is Foye Oluokun, George Kittle.
I like it.
You cannot allow him to get going as a receiver. I would much rather have him as a blocker than a receiver because we know what he can do when he's in the open field.
I like that.
Okay. All right. And let everybody know where to find you. I'm going to be a guest on your guys' show tomorrow night. So let them know where to find you. And Faithful, I was being nice. I had to come on here. I got a guest. Got to be nice. Got to be hospitable.
Hey, that's the way
you talk the shit I wanted to talk. But if they ask me the right questions on their show tomorrow, y'all going to see.
You can check us out at Atlanta Falcons Nation. I mean, like we said, we're regular fans, man. I'm not all about that. We're not gonna say the politically correct stuff over there. All right, we're gonna speak our mind. We're gonna let our fans. We have Friday Night Madness. All right, so it speaks for itself. Friday Night Madness. Anything can go down. Anything has gone down there, and it's a free flowing show. Fans, if you feel like you have something to say, you want to represent your 49ers, Friday Night Madness is open. Okay, just keep it respectful. You know what I'm saying? No over the top. Name calling, but
if I come up, there's gonna be a bunch of these.
Hey, look, that's Friday Night Madness. Anything is allowed. All right, that's all I have to say about that. But check us out at Atlanta Falcons Nation. Your boy, man, Mike, man. I appreciate you guys for having me on, Mike and Mike. All right, good gracious, ain't that something?
Yeah,
Mike and Mike.
We all over, man. We take over the world, bro. All right, man, Mike. Thanks so much for jumping in, man. I had you a little bit longer than I expected, but I do appreciate your time, and I'm looking forward to doing the same thing with you guys tomorrow. Okay.
One more thing. Can I say one more thing?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. Good.
I want to say this too, because this is important for us and women. Please, ladies. All right. I know there's a lot of ladies out there that know they shit. They know they shit. Atlanta Falcons Nation is, so do not be afraid. All right. Miss Maggie, she is the executive producer over the show. So she knows her football. So ladies, you are welcome. All right. Please understand that you are welcome. We actually roll the red carpet out for the ladies over there. We're not like all these other, channels. They don't get a lady respect. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know nothing about no football, that type of stuff. Atlanta Falcons Nation is open for the ladies. So ladies, y'all are more than welcome to come on Atlanta Falcons Nation. So
I might have to borrow Peachy for tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
I appreciate you guys, man.
I like it, man. Mike, I'll see you tomorrow, brother. You be safe out there, okay?
Yes,
all right. That's my guy, man. Guys, that's Mad Mike over there from Atlanta Falcons Nation, guys. Make sure you go and check him out again. I'll be on tomorrow with them, man. Breezy, I was listening to what he was saying, man. And he said his matchup was Kittle against their linebacker, whose name I cannot say. I said I wasn't going to try to say it.
Nobody in the NFL could cover George Kittle, yo.
Well,
so
I don't think George Kittle has 5 catches tomorrow. I don't think George. I mean,
on Sunday he won't have 5 catches tomorrow either.
I don't think George Kittle has 5 targets on Sunday.
Why
in
not?
fact, I'd be surprised if he plays.
Okay.
I really think, and this could be bad on Kyle and them, right? I think that they're looking not ahead, but
see that, in my opinion, that would be dumb as F. Because this is the game they need to win.
Yes. No. I'm not saying that they can't win it without.
They don't need to win next Thursday. Like, that's just a game on Thursday Night Football. That game won't matter to them in the standings, other than them just having another loss on the season. But they need to beat Atlanta.
We have to beat any NFC team that we can,
especially Atlanta.
Yes. So here's my thing. Here's why I don't think George Kittle gets too involved. One, he was banged up. He's been limping around practice all week long, right? They've been doing only walkthroughs. The Niners are trying to get through this thing here, right? And I'm not sure we even need Kittle to be Kittle in this game to beat Atlanta.
It depends, Mike. It depends on how they use Debo. So if Debo is going to be utilized as a running back, you're going to need Kittle in the passing game, because you're going to need Kittle to extend plays and make big plays while Brandon Ayuk keeps first downs moving and things like that. If Elijah Mitchell is healthy, which he might not play, but if he's healthy, then they're going to need that extension of the run game with Debo. So I think Kittle will definitely be utilized. And Jimmy's going to look to go to him because of the matchup. There's nobody that can really cover George Kittle in the NFL. Like, really. You throw him the ball 50 times, he's catching it 13 times. You throw the ball 5 times, he's catching the ball 3 to 4 times. Like, Kittle's going to get his targets regardless. He's going to get his catches. What you don't want Kittle doing is getting yak. And so I don't think they can defend that. And I'm not being a homer here, but their secondary is not that great. Their safeties aren't that great. Their linebackers might be their strength on the outside, or the inside, excuse me, because they run the 3-4, right? So on the outside is where you want to kind of run the ball. That's what he was saying. I hate the halfback toss. I think it's the worst play in 49ers football history. I hate it. I like stretch plays, but the tosses are different when you don't have a guy like Mostert, because Mostert is able to catch the ball and he's already hitting the outside. He's like to the outside before the outside gets to the outside. Whereas Mitchell, even who's the second best at it, still has to wait for it to develop. So I like when they stretch it to the left or to the right. But that toss one day is going to get blown up. And I'm hoping it's not this game.
You know what? You just said something. That's exactly what it is. I've been looking for a way to verbally express the differences between Mitchell and Mostert.
Mm-hmm.
You do a toss to both of those guys,
mm-hmm.
and Mitchell will hit the hole after it opens up.
Right.
Mostert hits it as
is opening up.
Like, how many times have you seen Mostert get the ball, and when he gets to the traffic, do this.
Yes.
And then boom,
Yes.
because the hole's opening as he's squeezing, he gets skinny and gets gone.
But that's his speed.
That's the perfect, yes. He's so fast that he gets to the hole before it opens up all the way.
And that's why his outside runs can break for touchdowns.
Yeah, because people don't even see him coming out. And by the time they do score, he's got that gear and he's gone. Hey, would you bring him back next year? Honestly.
Yes, you got to bring him back. You got to bring him back. You gotta bring him back on a 1-year deal, the same way they did some of their players. They brought back like a Jason Verrett deal. You got to bring, because would you bring Jason Verrett back?
You don't want my opinion on that.
Okay, so you got to bring him back on a 1-year deal.
It's not. You know what? No. You know what? Let me answer the question. I'm going to say no, and it's nothing against Jason Verrett, right? But I am ready for us
to move forward.
No. I'm ready for us to get our own youth, and I want
to move forward.
I want,
because you got youth in the building that's trying to develop.
I want to see us to build something that I feel is sustainable. Give me a 3-year window that I can identify. I can't tell you a position on defense other than Fred Warner. That I think is going to be here for the next 3 years. Fred Warner and Bosa.
So I think the 49ers will find a way to extend Mosley, right? And then that would be the new staple. He'd be the new vet because you move on from Verrett. And now you got your other guys, Thomas, you got your guys, I missed it. You got Thomas, you got Lenore developing, right? The same way they develop Mosley. And so I think that's what's going to happen for the secondary. And they're still going to go out and get a piece. They might get a vet or they might draft another piece or whatever. But as far as Mostert, to answer your question, I think you bring him back because you want to see on that 1-year deal if the surgery, if that's what he really needed, and if that's the case, and he comes out and he's able to give you at least 12 games, then it's a win.
I think he comes back better. And if we're being honest, we have to remember something. His injury wasn't bad enough for him to have surgery.
No, it wasn't.
He opted for surgery to get that
to be better
fixed. And, not just a Band-Aid, but fixed.
Correct.
He chose to sit the rest of this year out. I think that he knows, hey, I got one more shot at this thing, and I'm gonna do it right. So,
Yeah, I see my brother Dom saying that I understand the theory behind the halfback tosses, but if that's all we're doing and the defense, and we know that, then the defenses know that. So they're able to get in the backfield quicker and blow it up. That's why I don't like it. Like it'll work from time to time, but then all of a sudden you start to see defenses cheating because they know that's how the 49ers run. And according to Mike, he said that you can't run on the inside. Well, on the guest that I had on our show, he said you can run to the inside. So a little bit of conflicting things.
No. He said the outside is better. He hesitated. First he said inside. He said, no, I mean outside.
Oh, he did say outside. I thought he said inside.
Oh okay. Yeah, I was watching. I can't remember the gentleman's name, but I was watching.
Yeah,
I was watching
Styles, K Styles. I thought he said the inside, to run to the inside. But then he mentioned that player's name. And that was the same player he mentioned who plays on the outside. So I thought he meant the outside. So he did say the outside. Okay.
Yeah.
So they got to get to the outside. They got an outside zone. And so I'm not worried about the guards on the outside zone. I'm not worried about, especially if they run to the left or to the left, I'm fine. Actually, to the right, I'm fine. They can run outside. I think Brunskill and Tomlinson, they're able to get out to pull. They're able to do it. I don't think that's an issue. I think the issue with them is pass protection on the right side.
It's weird that the weakest run blockers on our team are our right tackle and our center.
Correct.
I think that's crazy as hell.
Correct.
I think that is absolutely insane. And just think if Mike McGlinchey was still around, that wouldn't be an issue.
It wouldn't be an issue because he's probably the top-rated run blocker in the NFL.
Right. That is nuts.
That's crazy how that's hurt. We don't talk about that, but that's crazy how that hurts our run game. And this is probably why we get more tosses.
Yes.
And not just because of the speed of the running backs.
Right.
You're asking these linemen to get out there quicker than what they probably can do. So and to develop and make those holes. Sometimes they're not making those holes quick enough, though, or big enough.
Neither one of these teams care about fourth downs tonight.
Oh, I see.
Every time I look up, they're going for it on fourth. And did you see Mahomes miss that wide open touchdown?
No, I didn't.
He had 17 come in motion from the top of the screen, ran across. Nobody went with him. He turns around and sprints back to where he was.
Yeah.
Mahomes just threw it in the dirt. No,
So
nobody near him. Nobody
Okay.
near him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he looks like Jimmy.
Jay Faithful says, Breezy, you need a cough drop, brother. LOL. It's going to be a game, y'all. Without Mitchell, I believe Kittle's going to have to put up again.
Yeah. Dude, I need more than a cough drop, bro. I need this COVID to disappear. I need it to be gone.
Saw an article saying that Pfizer's got a 90% efficacy rate.
Oh, yeah?
And it's a pill. I don't know if it's prevention. I don't know if it's like, you know how you got cold and flu pills, like to help get rid of symptoms. I don't know what it is, but I heard Pfizer.
Thanks for the contribution, bro.
Absolutely. You know, I'm not going to keep you much longer. I know you just did your show and now you won here, and I appreciate you jumping in here. But you know what's scaring me about this game, man, is this 9-point line.
I don't know why that's scaring you. I mean, I know why it's scaring you, but I'm not paying attention to the line. I'm paying more attention to, you got one team that's hot at 6 and 7, and you got another team that's kind of hot at 7 and 6. So the team that wins is going to be the hotter team. And so if the 49ers lose this game, there's no way they're winning in Tennessee. And so I think that and I'm not saying that because I don't think they could beat the Titans. I'm just saying if this is a bloodbath, hard-nosed, gridiron game, and they got to turn around and fly out to Tennessee.
Man, these Falcons ain't hot, bro.
Okay.
They're not hot. Win, loss, win, loss, loss, win, loss.
Look, all I'm saying is they're at 6 and 7, and they need to win to stay off in the playoff hunt. They need to win. Well, guess what? The 49ers need to win too to remain that 6th seed. Because the moment they lose to the Falcons, guess what seed we go to? In the hunt. And guess who takes our seed? The Falcons.
Wait, we lose this game, we fall out of playoff contention?
Think about it. They beat us. They tie us at 7 and 7. So either we're the 7th seed and they're the 6th seed.
Hold on.
Or they're the 6th, or we're the 6th seed and they're the 7th seed. But what if Minnesota wins?
I got it. Hold on. I'm about to do the playoff simulator.
If Minnesota wins, we're ahead of Minnesota. So therefore, we should win or lose, we should be in the 7th seed.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
We're gonna do the playoff simulator right here. We're gonna bust this thing down here. We're gonna bust this thing down. Cause my man Mike said, you know, Kyle chokes in big games, and I'm like, I don't think this is a big game. I think it's an important game. Don't get me wrong. I think that we need to win this game. I didn't think it was a big game, but let's find out here. Okay. So this is the current playoff picture. All right, this matchup is on here. All right, so if the Falcons win this game, we fall to the 7th seed though. We're not out.
Yeah. But still, we're teetering. Like, because if Washington wins,
how do I unselect? How do I?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I don't even know what the simulator is. I gotta check it out.
All right, hold on. Let me refresh this. Hold on. Let me just see. I want to unselect. Is Washington the 7th seed right now?
No.
That's why I didn't think so. All right, hold
on. They might be.
Let me refresh. Hold on. It's got them as the 7th seed right now.
Yeah, they are the 7th seed.
Okay. All right. So in the hunt, it's not showing up here. All right, it's cool. All right. So if we win,
we stay in the 6th seed.
Look right here.
If we win, we stay 6.
We stay 6. Nothing changes.
Right.
However, if we lose, we fall to 7, and they get our spot.
But what if Washington wins?
Now, if Washington wins, we out.
Like I said, just like I said. Now you see why this is a must-win game? You can't depend on the other teams doing you a solid. This ain't power. You can't depend on that.
Oh, and wait. We lose, we out the playoffs either way, unless they tie. Hold on.
See what I'm saying?
Look. Unless they tie, because either way, look at this. Look,
I see it.
they in or they in.
See what I'm saying?
So if we lose, we out right now.
Right. So you're saying either Philly or Washington takes that 7th seed. That's how important this game is, Mike. That's why I said bump Tennessee, win this game. Why do you win this game? Because you bump Atlanta down, they'll be 6-8, and then the only team you got to worry about is Philly and Washington. But you beat Philly, so even if Philly wins, you'll still be ahead of Philly. Feel me?
Well, our record would be better too. We'll be 8-6, they'd be 7-7. So yeah,
right. But we'll still have a game.
Right,
We'll still have that tiebreaker.
The cushion. Yeah,
yes.
We got the game cushion then.
Now this is why, bro. I'm saying we gotta win this game, dog. We gotta win this game. We even gotta win in Tennessee, bro. But we gotta win this game because we could push Atlanta back down. Damn. See, the Tennessee and Houston games give us a little leeway. But I need the 49ers to bring it. I don't care about Tennessee right now. Right. They need to bring it. They need to, at home, they need to make a statement. I call this, Mike, a make a statement game. This is the game the 49ers got to make a statement.
Oh, damn. I was doing that with the thing on, man. My bad. I mean to cut the whole joint off like that. I'm sorry, yo.
So I said on my show, bro, that the 49ers got to go out there and make a statement. And they don't need to win by any means necessary. They need to make a statement win. Go out there, put 42 points on this team. Put up some points. Put up the most points you score all season, except week 1. Put up week 1 numbers.
Right.
Make a statement.
Yeah, but close the deal. Don't just go out there and put up 41 points.
No, you're right. Give up no more than 17. Right.
Now we talking. You're supposed to be the superior team. Beat the inferior team.
Right.
Beat them convincingly. Show something, which is what I thought we were going to do last week.
They couldn't
against the Bengals. I said it. You remember I said 14-point win for the Niners?
They couldn't because
20-6.
Because the Bengals have a wild card piece in Joe Burrow, right? Joe Burrow has the ability to be a phenom in the NFL. Not only that, they got weapons, right? And so all they had to do was linger around, and Joe Burrow kept them in that game. And the 49ers found a way to win in overtime. And so maybe them finding a way to win and not finding a way to lose gives them some mojo. Plus, they're back home. They got to figure it out. They're not good at home, but they do have a win or two at home. So they need to go out there and secure this victory. Plus, they should have a bad taste in their mouth from the last time. Damn it, I had the Chargers D and I took it out. And they got a pick 6.
No, they didn't get a pick 6. He got touched. They did get a pick though, but he got touched. Mahomes, I benched Josh Allen for Mahomes because I thought Josh Allen might not play. I thought he was injured, and now they're saying tonight that he's probably going to play on Sunday.
Yeah, I don't like to start people, but
let me. I wanted to show you this really quick, right? If we isolate, let me take this thing off real quick. I'm going to do another screen share, okay? If we isolate this, I don't care about how teams start. Honestly, I care about what teams are doing lately. Can you see the screen?
Yeah. I have the stats too.
Look at this. Look at this. The Niners in the last 5 games are 4-1. Right?
I got you. I'm sorry.
The last 7 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're 5-2.
Yeah.
In the last 7 games, bro.
Yeah, they're hot.
Are we getting hot at the right time, Wayne? Now look, and see this right here. This is Rams and 49ers to me. This is Rams 49ers to me. As much as I hate to say it, Pete Carroll just has Kyle's number. Ever since Kyle beat Pete Carroll in that postseason game, that was the same game that made Jed York want to hire Kyle as the head coach. I don't know if you remember that game or not. But
of course,
the
I remember
Falcons
that game.
went in there and beat the shit out of Seattle, and I was like, "That's what we need as the new head coach. That's what we need right there." And I'll be damned, Jed York went and hired him, right?
Yeah.
And since then, Pete ain't forgot about that game, bro. Pete has not forgot about that game. He takes it to Kyle every time he gets a chance.
I just think Pete Carroll's just Kyle plays way too conservative to beat a team like Seattle. Seattle's not a conservative team, and Kyle
you can't keep them close.
You can't keep them close.
You have to blow them out. But see, that's what I don't get, because if you look at these games, right? 34, 30, 31. Now here's a loss. We only put up 17, but go back to the next win, 33.
Yeah.
We were putting them up. We were putting them up in the last couple of games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just don't understand. In Seattle's defense, if you look at these teams listed here.
The defense, I have the rankings. The defense wasn't ranked high. The defense is bottom of the league. But it doesn't matter. Some of these numbers and stats don't matter, bro.
They don't.
It comes down to attrition and the way guys' mentalities, you know, and I say that all the time.
Right.
That's why I'm worried about Matt Ryan.
Yes.
I don't care if Matt Ryan looks like my man that was on the show from the Falcons. He said, "Listen, a lot of Falcon fans want him out. That's good. I wish he could leave this week because he will play hard against his former head offensive coordinator. Like you want to know why the Falcons won that game in 2019? Because of Matt Ryan. And we could say that it was a controversial call, but we let them score like 50 double digits in the fourth quarter.
Oh, you're talking about when we played the Falcons that year?
Yeah, and they came to 49. We went 13-3 that year. Then we should have went 14-2. Yep. And we almost blew home field advantage in that game.
2019, we lost to them 29-22.
Yeah.
And where's the box score at?
What they do in the fourth quarter, Mike?
That's why I was trying to pull it up. Let me see here.
19 points.
Oh, I clicked it. It took me to the Falcons. It took me to the actual page. It's not going to give me the box score.
I had it up. Hold on.
Oh, wait. Here we go. I clicked it. All right, here we go. They scored 19 points of 29. Points.
I got it right here in front of my face. Had it here the whole time.
That's crazy.
Got you looking it up.
That is crazy.
That's great. And you could say that the defense started playing vanilla. A lot of people say Robert Saleh was playing that soft coverage crap, which he was. He was. And we've seen that before here.
But Kyle's play calling was vanilla.
It was.
Forget Saleh for a second. Kyle was trying to coast through this game.
Listen. All right. We put up, it was 0-0 first quarter. Second quarter, both teams scored 10. We only put up 3 and then 9 in the fourth. That's 3 field goals. That field goals, like, we got to score touchdowns in this game.
Well, that's what I was saying about the second half of these last 2 games that we played, man. I'd be concerned. I'm looking at, I don't care about, look, the wins and losses are cool, right? They are what they are, but I want to know how you're winning. And this team has been struggling in the second half these last 2 games.
And we're struggling to kick field goals. And so if it comes down to that, who's going to have a who day? Like, he going to make his. You better hope them Santa Ana winds is blowing, or whatever you call those winds out there, because who's better than gold at this point? Mike, I'm finally going to agree with you. It's time to move on from gold. Go get me silver or something, or platinum.
Hey, man, you know, sometimes better to be lucky than right, you know, but yeah. I mean, we got to get what we can, man. I don't know what Robbie's problem is lately, but I
just think he's old, Mike. I just think at some point kickers get old. Kickers get old. I got them scoring a touchdown.
Nah, but I think I saw a flag before he threw it, and Travis Kelce just landed right on his forehead. How is he not going to be in concussion?
I'm talking about the Chargers score. Am I that far behind? I got an Eckler score.
You have Amazon Prime, right?
I'm watching it on my computer, but
on our joint. You don't have a Prime account?
I do. I just didn't.
I watch Thursday football on that. That's the closest I get to live. So you know me.
I forgot it was on
how
Prime.
he lands. Oh, right on the crown of his head, bro. What was the penalty on? They must have called the holding.
We just cited it. It was on Prime.
All right. So he said, "Nah, get Bitcoin is better than gold." Tell you what, they come out with a kicker named Bitcoin. I want him.
Facts.
I'll take him. I will take him. All right, Breezy man. Look, man. Let me ask you this. I don't know if y'all did it on your show. I didn't see the end of it because we were getting ready over here. But you have a final score prediction, man? How you think this thing is playing out, bro?
I actually do have a final score prediction. And I'm gonna stick with it for right now. I think
before the Saturday simulation.
I got the 49ers winning 42-17, bro.
Cool. You making that statement game. You don't just want to see it, you think it's gonna happen. Okay. All right. I like that. I like that a lot, man. You know, I can't tell how I feel about this game yet. You know, everything in me says that our offense should go in here and literally do whatever we want to do. I just think that we come in a little conservative because we have that short week. I didn't like hearing that you know, we didn't practice on Monday. That's normal. But we also did a walkthrough on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday was easy with a lot of veterans resting. You know, and then there's today. And did you hear the injury report for today?
Yes, I did.
Do you have that? Because I couldn't find it when I was looking for it.
I do.
I'm just concerned about how easy we're taking it this week and all the veterans not practicing or you know, being limited in practice. You know,
so today we had working on the sideline was Elijah Mitchell and Al Shire. Participating through injuries. You have Kittle, Warner, Ambry Thomas, DJ Jones.
Which means that they were all limited. You said participating through injuries, right?
And Tart,
Say those names again.
Kittle, Warner, Thomas, Jones, and Tart.
Those are big names for us, bro.
Yeah, but they're participating through injuries, so that means they're gonna play. I'm not worried about those guys.
Well, Thomas won't likely play unless
I think Thomas will play.
Unless Johnson's still going.
I think Thomas plays.
Did Dante Johnson come back to the team?
No, he died. He's not.
Oh, well, if he's not there, then Thomas will play. Which I'm excited to see, by the way. I am very excited to see Thomas in a situation where he gets to practice all week. He didn't practice at all. I don't know. Well,
he didn't really get to practice all week because the concussion.
Oh shit, that's
so that's probably why he's limited. But I think he's gonna get a second shot out there because who does he have to really cover out there? He ain't got to worry about.
No, he's got to cover Gage.
He doesn't have to cover Gage. Look, I think he'll be much better in coverage this week than he was last week.
Well, and he'll be included in the game plan. People were killing him, and what I kept saying was, considering that this wasn't Chase's best game, right? Considering that he didn't practice at all,
right?
Like, they got to remember that all week of practice, the 49ers had Dante Johnson as a starter.
Correct.
Friday is when Dante Johnson left because that's when his mother had the heart attack. Saturday was just a walkthrough. Saturday was just a walkthrough, and they threw Thomas in with just a walkthrough. They didn't go physical. So, you know, he wasn't even part of the game plan. I mean, I'm sure he saw it. Maybe he was doing some scout team shit. We don't even know. But now he'll be a part of the game plan this week, and that'll help him out. I was very happy with what I saw from that young man. I don't care what nobody say. So
I don't even know where I am with this game.
All right, they just did a 2-point conversion to Taysom Hill. Jesus.
Tyreek Hill,
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Tyreek Hill got the touchdown.
And the 2 points?
Yeah, and the 2-point conversion. So they back in it now.
Yeah, that's where I am. It's tied up.
And they about to do the kickoff right now. All right, so I've been trying to figure out how I feel about this game, and if I'm being completely honest with you.
I know it's a tough one, right? Because I said I had this as a loss.
Yeah. But I don't think, we are the better team. We should win this game. My issue is we don't blow out teams we're supposed to blow out. We don't. It's not something that we do. And you can't let a guy like Matt Ryan stick around. because as Matt Ryan's getting his butt whooped early on in the game, he's out there getting hurt and things aren't going the way that he quite would want them to go. You know what he's going to do? He's going to talk to his receivers in between drives. Hey, what's going on when this guy sticks you? Yo, he's biting on my double move every time. We can get him
every time. Right.
You know, these are veteran things that he's going to do. And you look at our last 4 wins, right? Los Angeles, we rocked him. Cool. That's a Jimmy. That's a Jimmy. That's a Kyle and Sean thing, right?
Yep.
But then you look at Jacksonville, 30 points, 10 points that we allowed them. That's a rookie. That's a rookie. 34-26. That was a close game against the Vikings, right? Then we lose to Russell, and then we come in here with another rookie and almost lose that one. You know, Matt Ryan is going to be better than all those quarterbacks that we played other than Russell Wilson.
I agree. And experience, too.
Yes.
But you can rattle him a lot easier than Russell Wilson. You can get to Matt Ryan easier than Russell Wilson.
I was about to disagree with you. I don't know if he's rattled, but you can definitely pop his ass.
Now, you can rattle him. He don't like pressure. You get in his face, it's a wrap. And guess what? We got to Russell Wilson. I tell you what, we got to Russell Wilson 4 times in that game, right? And he still found a way to win. If you get to Matt Ryan 4 times in the game, he's not finding a way to win. That's the difference between him and Russell Wilson.
Last 2 games, though, that offensive line been looking good for Matt Ryan.
Yeah, but they didn't face our pass rush.
You think?
And I think
our pass rush is better than the Panthers?
Absolutely.
Hold on now. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you 2 numbers, okay?
Yeah, Brian Burns and
I'm not looking at names. I'm gonna tell you 2 numbers here. I'm gonna tell you total sacks and I'm gonna tell you tackles for loss, okay? 14, 18. I'm doing the math out loud. 14, 18, 21, 24, 26, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. All right, 33 sacks for the Niners. I'm going to tell you tackles for loss now, okay? You ready?
Yeah.
27, 34, 38, 42, 46, 49, 52, 55, 58. That's Arden Key. 58. All right, Harris. 60, 2, 4, 6, 66, 67, 68, 69,
Palmer.
70, 1, 2, 3. All right, so we got 74 tackles for loss for the Niners.
Okay.
All right. So now if I do the Panthers, how many sacks did I say we had?
Shit, it don't matter. Like at this point, at this point, I just feel like for the 49ers, like the numbers are relative to like what offenses do. The Panthers' offense is trash. I think the 49ers can find ways to sustain drives. And then the defense will be more fresh. They'll produce more. And I think they'll get to Matt Ryan more. And I think they'll rattle him.
Oh, shit. It's right here.
Nick Bosa's leading the league in does he lead the league? He's not leading the league in sacks, but he has the most sacks for the 49ers. I think he's going to be a problem.
Yo.
And I think the 49ers can find ways to, it's all about the pass rush. It's not just about getting sacks. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
well, that's why I counted the tackles for
losses.
So they have 32 and 65. That's their
so we have more.
Their sacks is 32 and 65.
Yeah, we have more on both. Yeah.
And
we have 33 or 34 and then 76. So our defense is better. Our pass rush, excuse me.
Oh, yeah, 33-73. Okay. All right. Okay.
I mean, you're a numbers guy, but I'm just saying.
I'm just looking at it.
I didn't need the numbers to tell me that, but I got you.
But we're slightly better. Not much.
It doesn't matter. No, we're a lot better. We're a lot better, especially for the tackles for losses. We almost have 10 more. They're in the backfield, dog.
They allowed no sacks last week.
I don't care if they didn't allow any sacks last week. Okay. Carolina's Defense was on the field for 90 minutes.
Shut up.
Seriously, yo. How many points did they put up in that game?
All right, bro.
Yo, Carolina's offense let Cam Newton score on the first drive. And then after that, stagnant. Like, that's just...
They put up 21, bro.
All right. I don't think that...
You don't think that's respectable?
No.
They scored a touchdown in every quarter except the second quarter.
It's respectable. I just think that that's another thing we're not talking about, yo. The 49ers got to find ways to score in every quarter. And I'm not talking 3 points. I don't mind if they get a touchdown and then cap it off with a 3. They could put up 10 points in every quarter. That's 40 points. There's your 41 right there.
All right. I think we win. I do think we win. I don't think we win in a way that makes us
about to watch just because this Herbert guy beat Patrick Mahomes.
You heard me?
Yeah.
I just don't think that we win in a way that makes us happy. I watch the games too often to think that Jimmy can be consistently good from start to finish. Nothing in Jimmy's history except that Carolina Panthers game in 2019 suggests that Jimmy Garoppolo can be good from start to finish.
Really? Because even that was a Tevin Coleman game.
Right. Thank you. That was all predicated on Tevin Coleman going up against his former
Keenan Allen got a fucking touchdown.
I mean, against the team that he was familiar with going crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's that's the other thing too. I'm tired of seeing faithful mad at Jimmy Garoppolo.
Okay.
I am. I think that Kyle Shanahan deserves a lot of the blame for what we get from Jimmy Garoppolo because Jimmy Garoppolo has been super duper consistent these last 3 seasons.
Why should Kyle get the blame?
Would you ask Rome to take your car keys and go to the grocery store right now?
No.
Why not?
No. Because he can't drive.
So why does Kyle keep asking and drawing up plays knowing that his quarterback can't execute them? Come on now.
I don't agree with that 100%. Because even on the plays that he asked Jimmy to do, he can't execute.
That's not true.
That is true. Jimmy's not effective on every play, Mike. This dude don't make accurate throws on the plays he's able to do. We know Jimmy's strength is the bootleg to one side of the field or play action and out of the shotgun where he fakes, just holds the ball out.
Even the passes across the middle, we know that Jimmy's going to throw high.
Right.
But Kyle still draws him up with shorter depth. If you know he throws high, why can't you extend the depth a couple yards more so it's not?
Because it's still going to be high. That means the deeper ball is just going to be higher than.
At some point, the ball gravity got to work. It's going to come down at some point. Listen, all I'm saying is this, right? If you know that your child has certain limitations, whatever they may be, you can't keep asking them and expecting.
I disagree because I don't think Kyle asks Jimmy to do things he can't do. I think the stuff that he draws up is stuff that Jimmy can't complete, but Jimmy just can't effectively go out there and do it consistently.
That first quarter pass to Trent Sherfield down the left side.
Uh-huh.
You thought Jimmy was going to make that throw?
I thought he should have been able to make that throw, but I didn't think he was going to make that throw because he don't make those throws.
Thank you. He doesn't make those throws. Is he physically capable of doing it? Can he throw the ball far enough?
Right.
Yeah, he's physically capable.
I just said.
Right. I could throw the ball that far too, but you can't just put a helmet on me and be like, hey, go make this throw.
Yeah, but I think for Kyle Shanahan, maybe that wasn't his read. We keep saying he draws up these plays. He got 4 or 5 reads on his plays, bro. Jimmy ain't got to throw it to the sideline. He needs to be making the right read.
You know when Jimmy gets hot, when Jimmy gets consistent?
What?
When Kyle gives him 2 reads on the drive or on a
right,
play.
But that's not what it's not going to always be that easy, Jimmy.
Yes.
And so what happens when they take the 2 reads away? Sack, sack, fumble, sack.
Yes. I'm 100% with you.
How do we blame Kyle for that? Is what I don't get.
Because Kyle has to. I'm blaming Kyle and us as fans because we have expectations of Jimmy that just aren't realistic. When we watch these games and Jimmy don't do these things and we get all upset, we know that's Jimmy.
I know we know it's Jimmy, bro, but still, like he gotta figure it out. Like,
no, he's 8 years in. He's not going to figure. That's what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? Do you understand a little bit of what I'm saying? He's never going to change.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, this is Jimmy. I also understand this, right? Kyle can't stop dialing up deep stuff because he needs that safety to move out the way so he can hit somebody across the middle, right? So I understand how it all works, but I hate how upset I get. I'm not saying like I'm excluded from what I'm talking about. I was cursing and yelling on the live stream about fuck this guy. I'm over him. I'm tired of him. Da 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 da. And I'm sitting here, and after the game was over, and I go back and I rewatch, and I was like, man, this was a Jimmy game. Jimmy's going to have great drives and put the ball in some great windows. The best throw that Jimmy threw that whole game was the incomplete pass to George Kittle when he was getting held on the inside arm, and it was a one-handed attempt down the right sideline. It was like 30 yards down the field. He dropped it right in the breadbasket, right? It was incomplete, but it was the best. Jimmy makes throws like that says, wow, there it is. That's why Kyle likes this guy, right? And then in overtime, in the fourth quarter, with our last drive trying to win the game, he'll throw it on the left sideline to George Kittle, wide open, nobody near him in an 8-yard radius, and George got to do this to catch the ball. He was in the air doing the YMCA trying to catch that pass with nobody near him, right? That's Jimmy.
Right.
That's Jimmy. That's who Jimmy's going to be.
And right.
So Kyle has to find a way. Remember when Colin Kaepernick was here, right? His whole tenure here with Greg Roman and Jim Harbaugh, except the very last year, you know what they did for Cap? They cut the field in half.
Right.
You drop back. Everybody's going to run routes on both sides of the field. You only got to read one half. You got two guys over there, and you got your check down. The other two guys over here, don't even pay attention to them. Don't even look for them. Now, if a play breaks down and you scrambling around, you happen to look over there and see one of them, cool, make an adjustment play. Cool. But this is the read we want you to have. That's it.
Right.
2 reads run.
Right.
That's your read.
Right.
Unfortunately, Genius Kyle has to simplify every play like that for Jimmy. Otherwise, we're going to get Jimmy.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Jimmy, just make your throws on Sunday, please.
Yes, please.
And wide receivers, and just catch the balls, please. No drops.
My wife is trying to kill me over here, bro.
No drops. No drops. Kittle, Debo, Ayuk, Jennings, Shearfield. Make these catches, guys.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a fun game to watch, so I do. And, you know, as much as I yell and I scream and I know my blood pressure probably be high as hell, I really enjoy watching football. I really, really enjoy watching football. I love Tony to death, right? But Tony gets angry watching, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he gets angry, like he gets in a bad mood and everything. Like I'll be so frustrated. I start laughing because I refuse to be angry. I'm not that dude. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be that guy. Like when I'm yelling, I'm animated, but I'm not like angry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hurt nothing to nobody, but you know, like all the damage I've ever done in my house and the apartments I've lived in, watching 49 holes in walls and throwing stuff, it's after good plays or a big play. You remember that playoff game we played Seahawks, and on the very first play, Alden Smith sacked Russell Wilson? What year was that? 2012 or 13 or some shit like that? Very first play of the game, bro. Oh, man. I threw something. I don't know if it was I don't know what year it was. Was it a beeper? It was a long time ago. I threw something. I don't know what it was, but I really enjoyed it. So I like watching games, man. That's why we do it over there on Patreon, man. You know, I like when you jump in there with us too. So, you know, it's all good, man. I be having a good time over there, man. I be living it up. So I appreciate it, man. But listen, we're gonna wrap this thing up here, man. I love you guys, man. I think we win the game. I just don't think we win the way that we should. When you look at the talent on this team, when you look at the play calling, when you look at the defense, we should blow them out something 41-17, like my man Wayne said, right? We should do that. This dude, what the freak? Yo, Mahomes is really pissing me off. I cannot believe I put him in. That's gonna be a meme. Did you see how he just fell on the sideline?
Yeah.
That's gonna be all over. I'm telling you right now, if I knew how to do that jump, that's gonna be it right there. My man fell. They probably gonna show a replay. Bosa hurt. Oh wait, what the? I thought Bosa had COVID on Tuesday. Didn't Bosa have COVID on Tuesday?
He's gone now.
It's going. Oh, look at Mahomes. Run. Get me some points. Run. Why are you going out of bounds?
He could have got a touchdown.
Nah, he was running like he was Peyton Manning.
Like he was slow. Like look at Tom Brady slow. Don't he look fatter? Or is it just
right?
me?
That's why I say he looked like Peyton Manning running just then. Like he put on some weight or something. Look at this cement shit. Look at that field. What is he doing?
It was wide open. Next week we might have to do live primetime games just for football on the Patreon or something. Just watch them.
Oh, on Sunday?
No, on Thursdays and Mondays.
Oh, that's right. Next week we play on Thursday.
Yeah. I'm just about next year, next season.
Oh, yeah, I'm with it. We're going to turn it up a notch. I like that.
Hey, boy, that boy scrambling. Throw the ball.
Give me some points. Let's go. Okay.
Travis Kelce. Right. There you go, Peachy. The boy Kelce. He could do the.
Was he doing the Harlem Shake?
He tried. Yeah, that was definitely the Harlem Shake.
Is that what that was? Okay.
It looked like a salt and pepper shake right there.
We're going to get out of here, y'all. We love y'all, man. Thank y'all for checking us out, man. Breezy, you got any final thoughts before we go home, man?
Nah, man, y'all stay up and stay faithful, man. Keep me in your prayers, man. I'm trying to shake this. I'm trying to stay in good spirits because it's holiday time and this junk got me all jacked up because I ain't getting no money right now. So I'm just like, COVID trying to take me out.
Your job don't pay you for being out?
Not for COVID. You gotta use your sick time, but I don't get that because I ain't different situation.
Nah, that's not cool, man. Let me start a GoFundMe for my man. Bro.
Nah, you don't got to.
How many days you gonna be out of work?
Till after the new year.
Oh wait, but they on winter break, so you wouldn't be getting paid anyway?
No, I don't get paid for those days because I'm not under the contract with the teachers yet.
I got you. All right, we'll talk, man. We'll talk. But I cut you off in the middle of your.
Nah, but I just want y'all to stay faithful. Look, I'm with Mike. But I want this to be a statement. Okay, let me correct this. I want this to be a statement game.
Yes, and it should be.
But I still think the 49ers win, even if it's not the statement game. Even if it's an overtime game, I expect the 49ers to win this game. I just want it to be a statement game.
Okay. All right. And I'm gonna piggyback on what I want here, honestly. We have a game on Thursday.
Oh God.
We are the superior team in the situation. Our offense is better than their offense. Our defense is better than their defense. And our special teams, y'all saw it last week, is better than their special teams.
Yeah.
Okay. With that being said, it sounds like we should blow this team out. I would love for us to win this game by 4 or 5 points and just go home. I would love for us to only have to do
the minimum.
Yes.
I got you. And
then get to Thursday and unleash and secure that win.
I got you.
That's what I want to see happen. That's why I said that 9-point line scares me because I'm going to the casino. I'm putting some money down, and I just don't know if I can pick the Niners to win by 9.
That's a lot of points, bro.
It's a lot of. We don't do that. Like we do that. Let me not say we don't do that, right? But we don't do that. Like we'll get a big lead. We'll get a big lead, and we'll be like, all right, we comfortable now. We can stop blocking. We can stop stopping them on third down.
Now, special teams got to be on point. Like, a lot of people listen. If it wasn't for special teams last week, if it wasn't some of those banana kicks and then them pineapple balls he was kicking,
spiral kick that he did.
Yeah, like if it wasn't for some of those,
we lose last week without special teams.
Oh yeah, right. So
points
for 1 week, can all the teams be on point? Like all the waves? No, all right.
I prefer it on Thursday than this game. I think we can win with 2/3 this week.
All right.
I think we
So that
can win
means
the
you don't
Super Bowl.
want George Kittle, Elijah Mitchell. You don't want Debo Samuel. You don't want any of them playing.
No. I want them all on the field to make the defense spread out.
Dude, they can only play. They can only play one way, bro.
I don't know, man. I can't have him out. I don't have no magic wand, but if I did, it would be different. You know what I'm saying? But I do like, you were talking about special teams, man. Special teams is the reason we won that game. 2 turnovers and special teams resulted in 10 points. We won by 3.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Last week against the Seahawks, right? What was the final score? We got beat.
Lost by 7, right? Hey, what if their kicker would have kicked that field goal, made that field goal? We would have lost by 3.
If their kicker, who? What?
Their kicker missed the field goal. Our kicker missed the field goal at the end of the game. But they would have been up by 3, so we would have been kicking the field goal to tie the game at the end of the game.
Missed it.
Shit.
Yeah, man.
Man, if
but they also called they called a touchdown, not a touchdown.
That wasn't a touchdown though.
Nah, that was Ayuk's first one was a touchdown, bro.
You talking about the Brandon Ayuk, the one where he got his butt cheek? That wasn't a touchdown.
That was definitely a touchdown by Brandon.
That was definitely not a touchdown,
bro. Does the all 22 angle show it?
I think it did. Can't remember.
Oh, I got it right here. Logged in. 49ers. See, this is why I can't do shows with you. We both too stubborn to be like, you know what, you're right. You know what? We not.
I'm right, you right. We just got to prove it.
Yeah, but you know what it is? It's not even that we too stubborn. But when one person say, all right, you know what, you right, it's dismissive. Like, all right, fuck it, you could just be right. So it's not even a real you right. It's not even a real you right.
Okay.
We just get super rude with it. So
we thank Jay Faithful for the contribution. We're just gonna leave it here.
Oh no, this was the last contribution to the show.
I thought there was one more
for this one.
Oh no, that is the one. Thanks,
where's
Jay.
Share
the screen button.
He okay, so I thought he was saying aloha. What's alifaz? He typed the same exact word last time.
I thought it was aloha too. Oops. I can't read. Did he catch this touchdown? He pushed off.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
I gotta go to coach's film. And let me see. Hold on. Do you know what quarter that was that happened in?
Mike, can we'll do another show, yo.
I got everything pulled up though.
I don't remember the quarter.
We settled for a field goal, right?
It would have been the field goal we got in the third because we ain't scoring no points in the third, right? We got 3 points in the third.
No.
Fourth then. You got 3 in the fourth?
We got 3 in the third. I'm sorry.
That's what I just said. So it'll be in the third. It'll be wherever they got that
field goal right here. All right. So that pass. Big play. Pass incomplete, short middle, long pass incomplete. Kyle Juszczyk, field goal.
This game going into OT, baby.
Right here. Here it is. I got it. Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Someone else said out here that it was a all 22 shoulder TD.
All right, here it is. You ready?
Did you see the Silverback movie thing?
I did not see it yet.
Me neither.
I keep forgetting to see it.
I just haven't had to. Aloha is Samoan. Aloha is Hawaiian. Oh,
wait, do they mean the same thing? Like hello and goodbye?
I think they mean the same thing.
Are they both the same thing? I like being educated. That's pretty cool. That's like
dope.
A neat little
That is dope.
Here you go. Can y'all see this?
Yes.
Okay. Shotgun pass. Call touchdown. Replay official reviewed the pass, completing the ruling was reversed. All right, let's see what we got here. Now,
did they say why it was reversed?
Ball. Oh, wait, this is the one that he didn't get his foot in?
Yeah. What did you think I was talking about?
Hold on. They don't see. We can't do this. We can't do it on here. We can't get it close enough.
It's okay. I'm right.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say you're right. I'm okay with that.
Now he want to be.
I'm not doing the dismissive one. Because I might be thinking about
Whatever.
a game.
Good night, y'all.
Didn't that happen against Seattle?
Did that happen against Seattle?
Yeah, didn't he have one like that against Seattle? So I might be thinking about that one. I might be thinking about that game. I'm dead serious. You're probably right. Because I remember as soon as I hit play, I was like, oh, this is the one where he didn't get his foot down. I said that as soon as I hit play. So I think I was thinking about a different game.
All I know is that I thought it was a touchdown, but then they called it, and when I watched it back, I was like, dang, nabbit. Yeah. 1 foot was in.
Right. So I think I'm thinking about the previous game. I'm sorry, guys. All right, we wasted y'all time. We love y'all, man. Prepare for glory.
Anticipate pain.
But always,
remain faithful, y'all.
We out of here, y'all.
We all gas, no brakes, pumped up, no fakes. We spinning, we winning, we high stakes. We never miss, we all makes. Look at us dudes trying to prove, bringing you news with nothing to lose. Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, Method Man, we bring the pain. Hey, see, I'ma confess it. We under the pressure. If you looking to find us, we them nothing but Niners. Niners. We nothing but Niners. We nothing but Niners. We nothing but we them nothing but Niners.
Biatch.